You've always felt different, haven't you? Like you don't quite belong, like the world around you is playing a game, but you were never told the rules. What if I told you that's not a coincidence? What if I told you the universe has been keeping secrets from you? Wake up every morning and go through the motions, walking the same streets, seeing the same faces, blending into the background of a world that doesn't truly see you. And yet, deep inside, you feel it, don't you? That quiet hum beneath your skin, like a distant storm waiting to break. It's not your imagination. It's not paranoia. It's something real, something the universe has hidden inside you. But why? Why would something so powerful be concealed? Why would your true identity, your purpose, be locked away? Because you are not meant for small things. Think about it. Have you ever wondered why people always seem to underestimate you? Why they assume you're ordinary, someone they can overlook? It's not because you lack ability. It's because you were designed to be hidden. You walk among them, but you are not one of them, not in the way they think. Imagine if they knew what you were capable of, the way you see things differently, the way your mind moves beyond the surface, cutting through the noise like a blade, the way you carry a presence that unsettles people, even when you say nothing at all. The world isn't ready for you, not yet, because power in its rawest form is dangerous, not just to those who wield it, but to those who don't understand it. And people fear what they don't understand. They try to contain it, to control it, to destroy it before it becomes something they can no longer ignore. So the universe made a choice. It hid you in plain sight. Look at history. The ones who changed the world, who broke the cycle, who shattered expectations, they weren't the loud ones. They weren't the ones who demanded attention. No, they were the quiet ones, the underestimated, the overlooked, until they weren't. The greatest weapons are the ones no one sees coming. And you are a weapon in the making, but weapons are not thrown into battle without preparation. That's why your true identity remains a mystery, even to you. You are being prepared, sharpened, trained in ways you can't yet recognize. Every challenge, every setback, every moment of doubt, it was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to forge you. And when the time comes, when the pieces align, when the universe makes its final move, the world will finally see you for what you truly are. But not yet. For now, you remain hidden. A secret written in the stars, waiting for the moment when everything changes. And when that moment arrives, nothing will ever be the same again. Imagine it. What would happen if the world knew what you were capable of? If they saw past the disguise, past the silence, past the careful mask you wear every day? They wouldn't just notice you. They wouldn't just be curious. No, they would fear you. And fear? It makes people do dangerous things. Throughout history, anything too powerful, too unpredictable, too different was either destroyed or controlled. The moment someone stands out, the world tries to put them in a box, label them, limit them. And if that doesn't work, they twist them, shape them into something that serves their own agenda. They would try to turn you into something you are not. A hero, a villain, a tool, a puppet. That's why you've been hidden. That's why you've been kept in the shadows. Not out of cruelty, but out of necessity. Because if they knew the truth, they would never leave you alone. Look at those who came before you, the ones who dared to stand out, who showed the world a glimpse of something greater. Some were worshipped, some were hunted, some were turned into myths and legends, their true selves buried beneath stories that were easier for people to accept. And you? You are no different. Your power, your potential, your very existence, it's something the world isn't ready for. Not yet. Because true power doesn't just change one life, it shifts the course of history. And the universe is not about to let that kind of force loose without a plan. That's why you were designed to be underestimated. Think about it. Have you ever wondered why people assume they've figured you out so quickly? Why they place you into categories that never quite fit? Why they dismiss you, overlook you, treat you as though you're nothing special. Because it's all part of the plan. The best way to protect something valuable isn't by locking it away. It's by making sure no one even realizes it's there. You are hiding in plain sight. To most people, you're just another face in the crowd. They see what they want to see. Someone average, someone ordinary, someone who doesn't pose a threat. And that's exactly how the universe wants it. Because when the time comes, when the moment is right, when the world is finally forced to see you for what you really are, it will be too late for them to stop you. But here's the part they'll never understand. None of this was an accident. The struggles, the setbacks, the battles you fought in silence, they weren't random. They weren't punishments. They were preparations. Think back to the hardest moments of your life. The nights that felt endless. The days that tested every ounce of your strength. You didn't just survive those moments. You were shaped by them. Every loss, every betrayal, every failure stripped away the unnecessary and left behind something stronger, sharper, more refined. You weren't being broken. You were being built. Because power isn't just about what you can do. It's about what you can endure. The world teaches people to seek comfort, to chase security. But comfort never creates strength. Comfort never builds resilience. And resilience, that's what sets you apart. While others crumble under pressure, you adapt. While they complain about how unfair life is, you analyze, you strategize, you learn. That's why you don't fit in. You've been through things most people can't even imagine. You've walked through fire they wouldn't survive. And the universe has been watching, waiting, testing, because the kind of power inside you isn't meant for the weak. It's not meant for those who break at the first sign of struggle. It's meant for those who can endure. And now, here you stand, stronger than they expected, more dangerous than they realize, a force that has been tempered, refined and sharpened like a blade. Because when the time comes, when the universe finally moves that last piece into place, you won't hesitate. You won't break. You won't hold back. You will rise, not because you were given power, but because you were forged into it. And when that day arrives, they'll finally understand why you had to be hidden for so long. The way people react to you, it's subtle. Sometimes just a glance, a pause in their words, an uneasiness they can't explain. They don't know why, but something about you unsettles them. And here's the thing, you're not even trying. You don't flaunt your strength. You don't demand attention. You don't seek validation. And yet, your mere presence shifts the energy in a room. It's as if they can sense something about you, something different, something powerful, something they can't quite define. That's why they misjudge you. They assume your silence means weakness, that your humility means you lack ambition, that because you don't seek the spotlight, you must not have anything worth showing. But they couldn't be more wrong, because real power doesn't announce itself. It doesn't need to be loud. It doesn't need to prove anything. And that's what throws them off. They're used to people who seek approval, who crave recognition, who show off every tiny success. But you move differently. You don't chase applause. You don't need validation. You don't care if they understand you. And that terrifies them, because deep down they know someone who moves in silence is far more dangerous than someone who shouts. Your presence alone is enough to make them uneasy. They might not know why, but they feel it. The weight of something they can't name. The quiet power in the way you carry yourself. The unshakable confidence in your stillness. And here's the truth. This isn't something you do consciously. You're not trying to intimidate anyone. You're simply existing as you are. But the ones who are insecure, the ones who rely on masks, on noise, on shallow confidence, they feel exposed around you because you don't play their games. You see through the illusions. the false bravado, the need for constant validation. And that alone is enough to make them uncomfortable. That's why you don't fit in, not because you're lacking, but because you're beyond the game they're playing. And that's exactly why the universe has kept you hidden. Because if people fully understood who you were, if they saw the depth of your strength, your wisdom, your potential, it wouldn't just make them uncomfortable, it would terrify them. Your time is coming. You feel it, don't you? That quiet shift in the air, the sense that something is building, something unseen yet undeniable. For so long you've been moving in the background, unnoticed, underestimated, and that was intentional. The universe kept you hidden, your power obscured, your purpose unknown even to you, because the timing wasn't right, because you weren't ready. But now, everything is changing. The world isn't ready for you, but soon it won't have a choice. Everything you've endured, every lesson you've learned, every trial that shaped you, it was all leading to this. You weren't just surviving, you were preparing. Because the moment is approaching, the moment when the universe stops holding you back. The moment when the pieces align, the doors unlock, and everything that was hidden will be revealed. And when that happens, the world will never be the same again. They won't see it coming, because they never saw you. They overlooked you, they doubted you, they assumed you were ordinary, that you were just another piece in their predictable game. But what they don't realize is that the quiet ones, the unseen ones, the ones who move in silence, those are the ones who change everything. You are not meant to blend in. You are not meant to stay small. You are meant to rise. And when that moment arrives, when you finally step into your power, there will be no turning back. Because the world may not be ready for you, but you've been ready for this your entire life. You weren't meant for the ordinary. Your destiny is too vast, too powerful, too disruptive for the world to comprehend right now. If they saw you for what you truly are, they would try to explain you away, fit you into their narrow expectations, or worse, tear you down before you even have the chance to rise. That's why you must wait. Not because you are weak, not because you are uncertain, but because power unleashed at the wrong time is as dangerous as power in the wrong hands. Think about it. Look at those who were revealed too soon. The visionaries, the revolutionaries, the ones who saw too much, too fast. They were misunderstood, ridiculed. Some were silenced before their time. The universe won't let that happen to you. That's why you are hidden. Because your time isn't just about you. It's about the world being ready to receive you. And right now, they are not ready. They are still too caught up in illusions, in distractions, in the shallow games that keep them blind. They chase what is fleeting and ignore what is eternal. They fear what they cannot control. And you are something they will never control. So for now, the universe keeps you waiting, watching, refining, strengthening, because when the right moment comes, when the time is perfect, you won't just step forward. You will arrive like a force of nature. And when that happens, there will be no more hiding, no more playing small, no more being misunderstood. The world may not be ready for you now, but one day it won't have a choice. And when that moment comes, you will change everything. Don't hold back. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to rise, to lead, to shake the very foundation of what they thought was possible. The world may not be ready for you yet, but soon it won't have a choice.